Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these top 10 pennies that are most valuable than you think, you're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we're diving deep into an often overlooked treasure from the United States, the 1961 1-cent coin. This little penny may seem ordinary, but stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll discover just how extraordinary it truly is, and how it could be worth a whopping $59,000. To truly appreciate the 1961 1-cent coin, let's take a moment to set the stage. The early 1960s were a transformative time in American history. The country was experiencing post-war prosperity, and the cultural landscape was shifting dramatically. Civil rights movements were gaining momentum, and the space race was heating up. In this climate, the U.S. Mint continued to produce currency that reflected both everyday life and the nation's values. The 1961 penny, made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, is part of the Lincoln Penny series, which was first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln. This particular coin features the iconic image of Lincoln on the obverse and a simple, yet elegant design of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, symbolizing the unity and strength of the nation. Let's take a closer look at the design elements. The obverse side prominently displays a profile of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, who is celebrated for his leadership during the Civil War and his role in abolishing slavery. This design pays tribute to a man who has become a symbol of freedom and equality. On the reverse side, the Lincoln Memorial stands as a testament to Lincoln's enduring legacy. The monument, completed in 1922, not only honors Lincoln but also represents American democracy and the ideals of liberty and justice for all. The simplicity and elegance of this design have made the Lincoln penny an enduring piece of American currency. Now, let's delve into what makes the 1961 1-cent coin particularly special in the world of collectors. While the majority of these pennies were minted, the condition and rarity of certain specimens elevate their value significantly. Most coins that circulated during this time have seen wear and tear, which can detract from their market value. However, uncirculated specimens, those that have been preserved in pristine condition, are becoming increasingly sought after. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins that show minimal signs of wear. If you happen to own a 1961 penny that has been well preserved, you may have a hidden treasure in your hands. In addition to condition, some 1961 1-cent coins have unique features or minting errors that can dramatically increase their value. For example, some coins were produced at the Philadelphia Mint without a mint mark, while others might exhibit slight design variations due to errors during the minting process. These rare variants can be highly coveted among collectors, making them worth significantly more than standard issues. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. If you have a 1961 1-cent coin in uncirculated condition, or even better, one with a rare minting error, it could fetch an astonishing $59,000. Yes, you heard that right, $59,000 for a single penny. So, if you've got an old jar of coins or a collection gathering dust, make sure to check for that 1961 penny. You might be sitting on a small fortune. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of coin collecting and want to learn more about rare finds, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an exciting discovery. Top 2, we're shining a spotlight on a little gem from the past, the 1963 1-cent coin. At first glance, it might look like just another penny, but trust me, this coin has some fascinating secrets that could make it worth a surprising amount of money. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll find out how this small piece of history could be valued at an incredible $57,000. To understand the significance of the 1963 penny, let's take a moment to look back at the context in which it was minted. The early 1960s were a dynamic period in American history. The nation was experiencing post-war economic growth, with new technologies and cultural shifts emerging. The civil rights movement was gaining momentum, and America was at the height of the space race, looking to land a man on the moon. The U.S. Mint produced the 1963 1-cent coin as part of the ongoing Lincoln Penny series, first introduced in 1909. This coin not only represents currency but also serves as a snapshot of a pivotal time in American culture. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1963 1-cent coin. On the obverse side, you'll find the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln. This iconic representation has been cherished by generations of Americans, celebrating Lincoln's legacy as a leader who fought for unity and freedom. Flipping the coin over, we see the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of American democracy and a tribute to the president's enduring impact. Completed in 1922, the memorial serves as a reminder of Lincoln's commitment to equality and justice. The design of the penny encapsulates not just Lincoln's legacy but also the spirit of an era focused on progress and change. Now, let's explore what makes the 1963 1-cent coin particularly appealing to collectors. Although many of these pennies were produced, not all of them have survived in excellent condition. Most coins from this era were used in everyday transactions and have faced wear and tear over the years. However, if you happen to find an uncirculated 1963 penny, one that has been preserved without any signs of damage or heavy circulation, you could have something quite special. Coins in pristine condition are highly sought after, and their value can skyrocket when they are well-maintained. In addition to condition, some 1963 1-cent coins may have unique features or minting errors that make them even more desirable. For example, certain coins produced at the Philadelphia Mint may lack a mint mark, while others might have subtle design variations due to errors during the minting process. These unique characteristics can set a coin apart in the eyes of collectors, significantly increasing its worth. Now, here comes the moment you've all been waiting for. If you have a 1963 1-cent coin in uncirculated condition, or even one with a rare minting error, you could be holding a valuable piece of history worth an astonishing $57,000. That's right, $57,000 for a single penny. So, if you've got a jar full of coins or an old collection tucked away, make sure to check for that 1963 penny. You never know, you could be sitting on a treasure. Top 3, we're exploring a classic American coin, the 1964 1-cent piece. You might think this penny is just another piece of change, but wait until you learn about its history and value. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll discover how this little coin could be worth an astonishing $55,000. To truly appreciate the 1964 penny, let's take a moment to look back at the historical context of the era. The early 1960s were a vibrant time in America, marked by cultural shifts and significant events. The nation was buzzing with excitement as the space race heated up, and civil rights movements were beginning to take center stage. The 1964 1-cent coin was produced during this transformative period, as the U.S. Mint continued to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's legacy through the Lincoln Penny series, which began in 1909. This coin not only represents a form of currency but also serves as a reminder of the American spirit during a time of change and progress. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1964 1-cent coin. On the obverse side, you'll see the well-known profile of Abraham Lincoln. This iconic image has remained a staple of American currency, representing a president who fought tirelessly for unity and equality during one of the nation's most tumultuous times. On the reverse side, we find the Lincoln Memorial, a powerful symbol of democracy and freedom. Completed in 1922, the memorial honors Lincoln's commitment to the principles of liberty and justice. The design of the penny encapsulates not just Lincoln's legacy but also the ideals that define the United States. Now, let's dive into what makes the 1964 1-cent coin particularly appealing to collectors. While a large number of these coins were minted, many have been lost to circulation over the years. The vast majority of 1964 pennies show signs of wear, but that's where the real treasure lies. If you happen to find an uncirculated 1964 penny, one that has been carefully preserved without any scratches or marks, you could have a true gem. Coins in pristine condition are highly sought after by collectors, and their value can skyrocket when they are well-maintained. In addition to their condition, some 1964 1-cent coins may possess unique features or minting errors that increase their desirability. For example, certain coins minted in Philadelphia might lack a mint mark, while others may display slight design variations due to errors during the minting process. These unique characteristics can make a coin stand out, dramatically boosting its market value. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for. If you have a 1964 1-cent coin in uncirculated condition, or even better, one with a rare minting error, you could be holding a valuable piece of American history worth an incredible $55,000. Yes, you heard that right, $55,000 for a single penny. So, if you've got an old jar of coins or a collection sitting in your attic, be sure to check for that 1964 penny. You might just discover a hidden treasure. Top 4, we're diving into a fascinating piece of American currency, the 1981 1-cent coin. At first glance, it might seem like just another penny, but trust me, there's more to it than meets the eye. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll learn how this small coin could be worth an incredible $52,000. To appreciate the significance of the 1981 penny, let's take a step back and look at the historical context of the early 1980s. The U.S. was experiencing a period of economic transition, marked by both challenges and opportunities. The nation was grappling with inflation and the aftermath of the oil crisis, but it was also a time of innovation and change. With the rise of technology and new cultural movements, the 1981 1-cent coin is part of the Lincoln Penny series, which has been in circulation since 1909. This series not only serves as a form of currency but also represents a rich history tied to one of America's most revered presidents, Abraham Lincoln. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1981 penny. On the obverse side, we find the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln, a figure whose legacy continues to resonate throughout American history. His image symbolizes the values of freedom, equality, and perseverance, principles that still hold great significance today. Turning the coin over, we see the iconic Lincoln Memorial, a monument dedicated to the ideals of democracy and unity. Completed in 1922, the memorial stands as a tribute to Lincoln's contributions and reminds us of the importance of civic duty and justice. So, what makes the 1981 1-cent coin particularly appealing to collectors? While many of these pennies were minted, not all of them have survived in pristine condition. Most coins from this era have circulated widely and show signs of wear. However, if you happen to find an uncirculated 1981 penny, one that has been kept in exceptional condition, you could have something quite valuable on your hands. Coins that are well preserved and free from damage are highly sought after by collectors, and their value can increase significantly depending on their condition. A pristine example of a 1981 penny can be a hidden gem. In addition to their condition, some 1981 1-cent coins may have unique features or minting errors that can dramatically increase their desirability. For instance, certain coins minted at the Philadelphia Mint may lack a mint mark, while others may feature slight design variations due to errors in the minting process. Collectors love these unique characteristics, as they make coins even more special and valuable. And now for the exciting part. If you happen to have a 1981 1-cent coin in uncirculated condition, or better yet, one with a rare minting error, you could be holding a piece of American history worth an astonishing $52,000. That's right, $52,000 for a single penny. So, if you've got an old jar of coins or a collection tucked away, make sure to check for that 1981 penny. You never know what treasures you might uncover. Top 5, we're diving into a classic piece of American history, the 1978 1-cent coin. You might think this penny is just another piece of change, but wait until you hear about its unique features and potential value. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll discover how this little coin could be worth an incredible $55,000. To truly appreciate the significance of the 1978 penny, let's take a moment to explore the historical context of that era. The late 1970s were a dynamic time in the United States, marked by significant cultural shifts and economic challenges. The country was dealing with inflation, energy crises, and a rapidly changing social landscape, all while the world was captivated by advancements in technology and the arts. The 1978 1-cent coin is part of the Lincoln Penny series, which has been in circulation since 1909. This series not only represents currency but also serves as a tribute to one of America's most esteemed presidents, Abraham Lincoln, whose legacy continues to inspire generations. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1978 penny. On the obverse side, you'll find the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, a figure synonymous with integrity, freedom, and equality. His image on the penny serves as a reminder of the values that this great nation strives to uphold. Flipping the coin over, we see the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of democracy and unity. Completed in 1922, this majestic monument pays homage to Lincoln's commitment to the principles of liberty and justice. The design of the penny encapsulates not just Lincoln's legacy but also the spirit of a nation determined to overcome challenges and celebrate its ideals. So, what makes the 1978 1-cent coin particularly appealing to collectors? While a large number of these pennies were minted, not all of them have survived in pristine condition. Most coins from this era have circulated widely, leading to wear and tear. However, if you happen to find an uncirculated 1978 penny, one that has been carefully preserved, you could have a valuable treasure on your hands. Coins in excellent condition are highly sought after by collectors, and their value can rise significantly depending on how well they have been maintained. A pristine example of a 1978 penny can be a real gem in any collection. In addition to their condition, some 1978 1-cent coins may have unique features or minting errors that can dramatically increase their desirability. For instance, certain coins minted at the Philadelphia Mint may not bear a mint mark, while others might display slight design variations or errors from the minting process. These unique characteristics make coins even more special, and collectors love seeking out these rarities. And now for the moment you've been waiting for. If you have a 1978 1-cent coin in uncirculated condition, or even better, one with a rare minting error, you could be holding a piece of American history worth an astonishing $55,000. Yes, you heard that right, $55,000 for a single penny. So, if you've got an old jar of coins or a collection gathering dust, make sure to check for that 1978 penny. You might just uncover a hidden treasure. Top 6, we're diving into a beloved piece of American currency, the 1971 1-cent coin. At first glance, it might look like just another penny, but there's a lot more to this little gem than meets the eye. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll find out how this humble coin could be worth an astonishing $56,000. To truly appreciate the significance of the 1971 penny, let's step back and look at the historical context of the early 1970s. This era was marked by social change and economic challenges in the United States. The country was dealing with the effects of the Vietnam War, inflation, and a shift in cultural norms. Music, fashion, and art were all evolving, creating a vibrant backdrop for this pivotal decade. The 1971 1-cent coin is part of the Lincoln Penny series, which was first introduced in 1909. This series not only serves as currency but also honors the legacy of one of America's most cherished presidents, Abraham Lincoln, whose ideals of liberty and equality continue to resonate today. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1971 penny. On the obverse side, you'll see the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln. His image represents strength, leadership, and a commitment to justice, qualities that are central to the American identity. On the reverse side, we find the Lincoln Memorial, a powerful symbol of democracy and unity. Completed in 1922, this monument stands as a tribute to Lincoln's dedication to the principles of freedom and equality. The design of the penny captures not only Lincoln's legacy but also the spirit of a nation striving for progress. Now, what makes the 1971 1-cent coin particularly attractive to collectors? While many of these pennies were minted, not all of them have survived in pristine condition. Most coins from this era have circulated widely, accumulating wear and tear. However, if you happen to find an uncirculated 1971 penny, one that has been meticulously preserved, you could be in for a valuable surprise. Coins in excellent condition are highly sought after, and their value can rise significantly based on how well they have been maintained. An uncirculated 1971 penny can be a real treasure in any collection. In addition to their condition, some 1971 1-cent coins may have unique features or minting errors that can dramatically increase their value. For example, certain coins minted in Philadelphia may lack a mint mark, while others could exhibit slight design variations or errors from the minting process. Collectors often seek out these unique characteristics, as they can make a coin even more special and valuable. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. If you have a 1971 1-cent coin in uncirculated condition, or even one with a rare minting error, you could be holding a piece of American history worth an astonishing $56,000. That's right, $56,000 for a single penny. So, if you've got a jar of coins or an old collection gathering dust, be sure to check for that 1971 penny. You might just stumble upon a hidden treasure. Top 7. We're diving into the details of a small but mighty coin, the United States 1-cent coin from 1982. You might think a penny is just a penny, but wait until you discover the incredible value this particular year can hold. Stick around, because we'll reveal just how much this unassuming coin could be worth at the end of the video. To appreciate the significance of the 1982 penny, we need to understand the historical backdrop. The early 1980s were a transformative time in the United States. Economically, the country was grappling with inflation, recession, and significant changes in manufacturing and production. The U.S. Mint was tasked with producing a vast number of pennies to meet the demands of a cash-based economy. However, in 1982, they faced a challenge. Rising copper prices led to a shift in the composition of the penny itself. Before 1982, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. But due to cost concerns, the mint decided to alter the composition for coins produced after mid-1982, transitioning to a zinc core with a thin copper coating. This change created two distinct types of 1982 pennies, the earlier copper versions and the later zinc versions. This split in composition is crucial for collectors and can significantly influence the coin's value. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate the design of the 1982 penny. The obverse features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of unity and leadership in American history. The reverse side displays the familiar wheat ears, representing agriculture and the American heartland. The 1982 design is timeless, but what makes it even more interesting is the story behind its composition and the variations within that year. What really captures the interest of collectors, however, is the rarity of certain 1982 pennies. As we mentioned earlier, there are two main types produced in 1982, the copper and the zinc. The copper pennies were minted until mid-1982, and after that, most pennies were made with the new zinc formula. But what's even more exciting is that among the copper pennies, there are specific variations and errors that can drastically increase their value. For instance, the 1982 D penny, which was struck at the Denver Mint, can sometimes be found in a rare, small date variety that collectors highly prize. If you happen to find one of these copper pennies in uncirculated condition, you could have a small fortune in your hands. These rarer variants are sought after by serious collectors, making the 1982 penny a thrilling hunt for anyone interested in numismatics. Now, let's talk about the actual value of the 1982 penny. While the typical copper penny may only be worth a few cents in its circulated state, its value can skyrocket depending on its condition, rarity, and any unique features it may have. For example, a standard 1982 copper penny in worn condition may only fetch $1 or $2, but pristine examples can sell for significantly more. However, we've saved the best for last. If you happen to stumble upon an exceptional 1982 D copper penny, especially in uncirculated or error condition, you could be looking at a staggering value. The top price that collectors are willing to pay for the most desirable examples of the 1982 penny can reach an astounding $51,000. That's right, $51,000 for a single penny. Who knew something so small could hold such immense value? If you have any old coins or have come across a 1982 penny, be sure to check its composition and condition. You might just have a hidden treasure on your hands. Top 8. We're focusing on a small yet fascinating piece of American currency, the United States 1-cent coin from 1980. While you might think of a penny as just pocket change, this particular coin holds secrets and potential worth that will leave you amazed. Stay tuned, because at the end of this video, we'll reveal just how much this seemingly ordinary coin could be worth. To understand the significance of the 1980 penny, we need to dive into the historical context of that era. The late 1970s and early 1980s were a pivotal time in the United States, marked by economic challenges, including inflation and a recession. This period was crucial for the U.S. Mint, which was tasked with producing large quantities of pennies to keep up with the demands of a cash-based economy. Interestingly, the penny's composition was still 95% copper during this time, which means the 1980 coin is part of the last series of pennies made primarily from this metal before the Mint transitioned to a zinc core in 1982. This makes the 1980 penny a significant piece of numismatic history, especially for collectors who value copper coins. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1980 penny. The obverse features the well-known profile of Abraham Lincoln, one of America's most revered presidents. This iconic image symbolizes unity, freedom, and leadership, qualities that resonate deeply in American culture. On the reverse, you'll find the classic depiction of the Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to Lincoln's legacy and a reminder of the values he stood for. This combination of historical significance and beautiful design makes the 1980 penny much more than just a piece of currency. It's a piece of American heritage. What truly excites collectors about the 1980 penny is its rarity and potential value. While the majority of these coins were produced and are relatively easy to find, certain varieties and conditions can dramatically increase their worth. For instance, there are specific era coins from this year, such as those with minting flaws or misprints, that collectors actively seek out. One of the most sought-after versions is the 1980 small date penny, which is distinguished by its unique design features. These rarer varieties can be worth much more than their face value and are highly prized by serious collectors. In general, a typical 1980 penny in circulated condition might be valued at just a few cents, but uncirculated examples, especially those with unique features, can attract the attention of collectors and fetch a higher price in the market. Now, let's dive into the actual value of the 1980 penny. As we mentioned earlier, while standard circulated coins may only be worth a few cents, the value of rare or pristine coins can increase significantly. Coins that are in mint condition, especially those with unique characteristics, can command impressive prices among collectors. And here's the exciting part: if you happen to possess a rare 1980 penny in excellent condition, or perhaps even one of those coveted era coins, you could be sitting on a hidden treasure. The top value that some collectors have paid for exceptional examples of the 1980 penny can reach an astounding $54,000. That's right, $54,000 for a single penny. Who would have thought that something so small could hold such tremendous value? If you have old coins lying around or come across a 1980 penny, be sure to check its condition and any unique features. You might have a treasure waiting to be discovered. Top 9. We're shining a spotlight on the United States 1-cent coin from 1976. You might think of a penny as mere pocket change, but this particular coin carries stories, historical significance, and surprising potential value that will leave you intrigued. Stick around until the end, where we'll reveal just how much this seemingly ordinary coin could be worth. To truly appreciate the 1976 penny, we need to understand the historical backdrop of that year. 1976 was a momentous year in the United States. It marked the bicentennial celebration of the nation's independence. As Americans celebrated 200 years of freedom, the U.S. Mint decided to honor this milestone by producing special coins, including a unique design for the 1976 quarter and half dollar. Although the 1-cent coin didn't receive a new design for the bicentennial, its significance remains high, as it represents a pivotal moment in American history. During the mid-1970s, the country was also experiencing economic challenges, including inflation and shifts in manufacturing. The 1976 penny, made from 95% copper, is a reminder of the coinage era before the mint transitioned to a zinc composition in 1982. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1976 penny. The obverse side features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, a figure who embodies leadership and integrity in American history. This classic image has been a symbol of the penny since 1909, and it serves to remind us of Lincoln's contributions to the nation. On the reverse side, we see the Lincoln Memorial, a powerful tribute to one of America's most beloved presidents. The design is not just aesthetically pleasing, it carries deep historical significance and reflects the values that Lincoln stood for: unity, freedom, and perseverance. What truly excites collectors about the 1976 penny is its rarity and the potential for value. While many of these coins were produced, certain factors can increase their desirability. Most notably, the condition of the coin plays a significant role in its value. Coins that have been well preserved and remain in uncirculated condition can command higher prices in the market. Additionally, certain minting errors or variations can make specific examples much more sought after. For instance, a 1976 penny with a unique error or an unusual die can attract serious interest from collectors, driving up its worth. It's also important to note that many people don't realize the potential value of these coins, which makes finding a well-preserved 1976 penny even more exciting. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of valuing the 1976 penny. A typical circulated coin may only be worth a few cents, but as we've discussed, the real value lies in condition and uniqueness. Uncirculated examples can fetch significantly higher prices, particularly those that have been graded well by professional numismatists. So, what's the most astonishing fact? If you happen to have a rare 1976 penny in pristine condition, or even better, one with a notable minting error, you could be looking at a remarkable treasure. The top value for some of these exceptional coins has been known to reach an astonishing $56,000, that's right, $56,000 for a single penny. It's amazing to think that something so small could hold such incredible value. If you have old coins lying around or come across a 1976 penny, make sure to check its condition and look for any unique features. You might have a hidden gem in your hands. Top 10 and last rare coin. We're diving deep into the world of the United States 1-cent coin from 1970. You may think of a penny as just another piece of change, but wait until you hear the remarkable tales and the surprising potential value of this particular coin. Stick with us until the end, where we'll reveal just how much this unassuming penny could be worth. To fully appreciate the 1970 penny, we need to set the scene of the early 1970s. This was a time of significant change in America, marked by economic challenges like inflation and shifting cultural landscapes. The U.S. Mint was in the process of adapting to these changes while continuing to produce coins to meet the growing demand for currency. The 1970 penny is notable because it was still made of 95% copper, a composition that would soon change in the years to come. This makes the 1970 penny a valuable piece of numismatic history, representing a transition period before the mint shifted to a zinc core in 1982. Knowing this context adds layers of significance to a coin that many may overlook. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1970 penny. On the obverse, we see the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, a lasting symbol of leadership and resilience. This image has graced the penny since 1909, serving as a reminder of Lincoln's impact on American history. Flipping the coin over, we find the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, a tribute to Lincoln's legacy. This design captures not only the architectural beauty of the memorial but also the values of unity and perseverance that Lincoln embodied. Each time you hold a 1970 penny, you're holding a piece of American heritage. So, what makes the 1970 penny special in the world of coin collecting? While many were minted, certain factors can elevate its desirability and value. The condition of the coin is crucial. Those that have been well preserved and remain uncirculated can command much higher prices. Additionally, collectors are always on the lookout for minting errors and variations. For example, some 1970 pennies were struck with unique characteristics that make them particularly appealing. Coins with unusual die errors or specific features can attract collectors, driving up their worth significantly. Many collectors may not realize just how valuable these coins can be, making a well-preserved 1970 penny an exciting find. Now, let's talk about the actual value of the 1970 penny. A typical circulated coin may only fetch a few cents, but the real potential lies in pristine and rare examples. Uncirculated coins or those with notable errors can bring in much more from collectors, and here's the big reveal: if you have a 1970 penny in exceptional condition, or perhaps even one with a rare minting error, you could be sitting on a hidden treasure. The top value for some of these sought-after coins can reach an astounding $58,000, that's right, $58,000 for a single penny. It's astonishing to think that something so small could hold such incredible worth. If you have old coins tucked away or happen to find a 1970 penny, be sure to check its condition and look for any unique features. You might have a valuable piece of history. If you enjoyed this exploration of the 1970 United States 1-cent coin and want to learn more about the exciting world of rare coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll always be updated on our future discoveries. Thank you for joining us today, and happy collecting.